This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man to the left. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Wall. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the move, it's Wall. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times...
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick.
More statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Catch open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. There he goes. Just keeps moving. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Throws to the back. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's going to take it all the way. Split backs here. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protect.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The play-action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Wall. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Nice move there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dumps it to the back. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. The give to the single back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here.
The missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. Got a man. It's Wall. Smashes ahead. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wall. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Catch in the middle, it's Wall. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses...
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The hand to the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The short hands, it's Wall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's how you come up and make...
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Quarterback making checks. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Toss to the outside. Runs through the tackle. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fakes the grab. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Great offenses.
Touchdown Tigers! They take the lead with the 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down...
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got a rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop.
There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he... Looking to pass, it's Nolan. Takes the easy completion. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab behind the line. It's Wall. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters. And
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Finds the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and we've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab in the backfield. It's Wall. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wall. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back. Back to throw, it's Nolan.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Trying play action. And and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for their quarterback to throw in.
This will be picked up, maybe just the turning point they needed.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wall. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, fighting up. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Turning it on. Good, solid tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Wall. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wall. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Grab near the marker. It's Wall. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you can.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there on it.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Wall. Still running at the 40. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wall. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Nolan. He's got his man. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discomforting.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Grab near the sticks. It's Wall. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Wall. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Walt. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. Right back to him on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punt. There he goes. Powers through. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll give it to the back. Shake another and runs through another guy. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys
got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put...
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had
plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the right side. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Power football with the run.
really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
He runs out of bounds.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Wall. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got it behind the line. It's Wall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll operate out of split backs. To the air, it's Nolan. Makes the catch, it's Wall. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Fears the pressure. Turns it loose deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Catch in the middle. It's Wall. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's caught! Two running backs alongside the quarterback. To the air, it's Nolan. Spits it out to the back. Complete to the left. There he goes. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Looking for space. It's Wall. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wants to throw on first down. Turns it loose. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, just staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there to knock it down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Knox. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nolan. Pulls it in, it's Wall.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Wall. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, what a move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wall. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback making adjustments. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. Running inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. At the 35, he's got room. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. Past the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, Everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another